If you're serious about your partner and you see a future with them, possibly leading to marriage or even just staying with them for the long haul, you absolutely have to discuss finances with them. It's crucial. And I'm going to go over the aspects that you might want to consider talking to them about. Welcome to Finish First Financially, a channel dedicated to helping millennials and Gen Z to get out of debt and build savings. I'm Goran Radanovic. You've probably heard that financial problems are the leading cause of divorces. Couples who are struggling financially are more likely to part ways because they blame each other for their situation. So if you and your partner can get a grip on finances, you're more likely to succeed with your relationship and stay together. And one of the things that I think is so important is that two people in a relationship are on the same page financially. Regardless of what your arrangement is, whether you agree for the one partner to go out and work while the other stays at home, or both of you are going to go out to work, it's important that you're in agreement about a specific situation. Because when you're in agreement, that sets the roles for each person. And the person who's not fulfilling their role is the one causing problems. And by the way, it is possible for a partner to contribute financially without money. If you decide you're going to go out and work while your partner stays at home and does the tasks that you don't want to do, which enable you to dedicate more time to generating an income, well, then that's your partner's way of contributing financially. Another aspect that a lot of people who are not in debt want to know is, should I accept a partner who is in debt? Most of us have been in debt at some point in our life. I'm not anymore. I paid off all of my debts. But I would definitely consider a woman as a partner who is in debt. What's important is that she is on the path to paying off that debt, that she is disciplined, and we can agree to which debt needs to be paid off first, what percentage of the income needs to go into savings, what expenses we need to eliminate. As long as we're on the same path, we're likely to go further down it. Now, speaking of going further down the path, for most couples, that usually means eventually having children. And that's an extremely important aspect to consider when you're thinking about being serious about your partner and going further down the line. Because some children can be more expensive than adults. You have to buy clothes more frequently because of their physical development. There's kindergarten costs, eventually schooling, and all of these things need to be considered. A principle that I'm following, which is uncommon and definitely maybe unpopular, is that I'm not going to have children until I have $100,000 in savings. Pure cash, not net worth. I need to have that cash available and can tap into it at a moment's notice. And the reason is because I want to cover my child medically. Now, even if I have health insurance, my child may develop a condition and require an operation that the health insurance doesn't cover. And I need to have money for that operation. So I want to give my child the highest chance possible of survival by having that money so that they can have that operation. And I've seen this happen to neighbors where a child developed a serious condition and needed surgery, and the father didn't have money, so he scrambled around the neighborhood asking people for money, and he tried crowdfunding, and eventually he ran out of time and the child passed away. Now that's a situation that nobody wants to be in. I definitely don't, which is the reason that I'm following this principle of having at least $100,000 in savings to give my child the highest chance possible of survival, and to give myself a peace of mind, knowing that if something like that was to come up, we at least have a fighting chance. I don't want to live later with regret, wondering what could have been. So I think those are the important things to consider with your partner if you want to be serious with somebody going down the line. And if you'd like to come in, speak to me on the channel, you can email me at finishfirstfinancially@gmail.com. That information will be available in the description box below. We can discuss your finances, your debts, to see how we can lower your expenses so that we can put you on the path to financial freedom ASAP.